Wow. Oh yeah, it's that time again. Turn this up on your way to work. While you at work. After work. When you with your chick. When you babysitting your kids. And yes, you can babysit your own kids. This is episode 47 of the Good Homies. You know who it is. The Good Homie Black Rod. To the left, I got the meanest one of them all. The Good Homie Phil. What's happening? To his left, I got my favorite country cousin. The Good Homie Mario.
Look our world.
Back up in here like we never left. Shout out to the OG listeners. We love y'all. Shout out to the first time listeners. We love y'all. Please support the channel. Sub, like, share. You know how we do it every week. Man, that was an abrupt stop, brother.
Man, fuck that. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, we back. You know, as me being an older person, an older guy, mature, in my ripe age, my big age.
Seasoned.
Yeah, there you go. Because I got to be careful what I put in the universe.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
And older, yeah. That older don't sound right.
No, I'm not doing older.
Yeah.
Nah, don't get me started.
But,
Because then Prince used to be on that shit.
yeah.
Still OD'd in the elevator.
Well, no, the government got him out of there. But,
just like they did Pimp. Don't get me started.
know your limits, people. But so no, there's things that you say to yourself, hey, I'm not gonna do. Or I will never. I had one of those situations. While being at work, you know, I listen to my music. I gotta chill, relax, get my mind right for the day. I go to the bathroom. It's not going the way you think it's going to go.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I can see it on y'all face that, you know, I talk crazy, but I'm not going to do it this time.
Okay. We probably not thinking the same thing.
Okay. So
I ain't thinking nothing at all. I'm just.
So I go to the bathroom. I'm about to do my do. And some my fucking earbud fell in the toilet. Just on some random shit. My earbud just said bloop. Water splashed. And I thought to myself, do I really want to stick my hand in this toilet? But after thinking that these earbuds were $300,
Okay, you got $300 earbuds.
I stuck my hand in that toilet.
Yeah.
Public toilet, not my house toilet. Public.
But the earbud done, ain't it?
No, it's waterproof up to a certain amount of feet or whatever.
Oh, okay.
All right, you're not asking the right question.
I mean, he done told us.
I raw dogged it.
Yeah. He had to have it.
There was shit in the toilet too?
No.
He said he was getting ready to do his do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought he did the do.
Oh, no, I went ahead and flushed that with the rest of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well, cool. All right, that's a fair game, I guess.
Kind
End of the world situation, man. Shit,
Yeah.
you might have to get in that toilet and slurp up.
Slurp what, nigga?
The toilet. That
The
nigga,
toilet
if you-
water.
The toilet water. If it's in the world, no water, nigga, you finna die of thirst, nigga. You know, niggas' bodies need water.
Hey, man, we
You
throw
gotta drink that.
you ain't seen The Last of Us, nigga?
No, we throw away bottles of water daily. I get in that trash can to find some water.
I doubt there'll be some end of the world situation, but all right, bro.
What you mean?
Because it's in the world situations. The trash, all
You
that
ain't gonna
stuff.
be on it,
that's-
nigga. Like,
that's
nah, you got to
done.
get desperate, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what you gonna do at the end of the world, bro?
That's why you
Ain't
got,
no such thing as trash no more.
That's why I got
Ain't no
pistols.
such thing as trash no more.
That's why I got pistols.
So you gonna rob niggas for trash, or you gonna get it from fresh water?
No, I'm gonna rob fresh water in the toilet.
Hey, dog, it
It's
could
fresh. It is.
here. But one thing I do know though, it could be the end of the world, And if you were to like just happen to find yourself in the supermarket, that Dasani is still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh, there ain't no way.
That-
Well, I'll be the only one up in there then.
Listen, nigga, when boys thought it was the end of the world during the pandemic, then the pandemic, I mean, everything was gone. But that Dasani was right there.
Along with the vitamins. Niggas are stupid. Niggas
the
are
vitamins. Yeah.
You never seen the pictures during the Rona when everything else, toilet paper gone.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can wipe their ass.
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand toilet
But
paper.
the shelves with vitamins on it was full and stocked. You never seen those pictures?
No.
Oh, okay. We had different algorithms, I guess.
For sure.
But yeah. I mean, humans are stupid. I feel like the reason people was buying up all that damn toilet tissue because the internet told them to. Or they saw everybody else getting it, and they wanted some too. But what the fuck they got to do with anything? Toilet tissue during a pandemic is the hottest commodity.
For me, I thought whatever that shit did to you, I thought it gave you wild bowels. So I was like, okay, people just preparing for wild bowels. It was just no. And people was
hell no.
And people was dying behind it. But yeah, that was my week. Hey, along with other ailments that I get to, but not on this one.
So you on my week?
Nah, just continue. Just toilet paper, huh?
For what?
But never mind. All right, never mind. All right. Speaking of toilet paper, let me air out a grievance real quick. This is the only nigga I know in the world that has half-ply toilet paper, and I don't even know where a nigga would even get toilet paper like that from. I know it's not a store, but this nigga probably has to get this shit special delivery.
Nigga, Sam's.
You get that half-ply shit from Sam's?
Nigga, I got
that shit worse than that shit to where the job I work at.
175 rolls.
I got 60 rolls. Yeah, I got 60 rolls in them. I'm good till next year.
That shit crazy as hell.
There's only one ass getting wiped around here.
I'm gonna go shit on break.
Don't do it. You already said enough reasons not to do it.
Yeah,
that half fly. You ain't fucking with that half. Don't put yourself through that.
Because all assholes ain't the same.
That's where I exit.
Where's the exit? We talking about exits. The half ply ain't for everybody.
The half ply ain't gonna do it.
Just like whiskey ain't for everybody.
You're gonna have a bloody exit with the half ply toilet paper he got in that mug.
It's one. But the thing about it, when I use it, I like to wrap my hand up like I'm about to go to a boxing match. Killing feel right now.
Speaking of, so you know,
you know how they wrap up the fighters' hands?
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I mean, I can go back. This is one part of the story about the earbud dropping in the toilet you didn't tell us.
What's that?
And that was the part where you made your palate.
Nah, I wasn't worried about using the bathroom. I was worried about my earbud.
Oh no.
So this is the thing.
Your earbud should have fell out while you was making your palate.
I was in the midst of making my palate. It said blook. Oh. I'd only put one piece down.
Okay.
Because how I do it, I like. Hey, we killing Phil right now. We killing Phil right now.
I try so hard.
You do.
to make to get us right, to make a quality product.
It's quality.
Yeah, now go ahead. I know it's not quality. That toilet paper in that bathroom right over there. But go ahead, continue.
Push come to shove, what you gonna do? Use your sock.
Use one of your socks. I'm gonna go in there in your drawer, grab a sock, take a shit.
It's one ply too.
Kick ass.
Boy,
your sock. All right,
boy, you out of line.
Finish telling your story about your earbud, nigga.
Oh, that's the end. I reached my hand in there, picked it up.
Was it in the middle?
Yeah, it just dropped right down the middle.
Damn. So how far did you have to go with your hands?
A little more than the wrist.
That's crazy. And I saw you laugh at a man that dropped his hot dog in the trash today.
Was that
to get it though.
was that before or after?
What?
You seen somebody drop their food?
Oh, that was
right?
before.
The earbud was before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, and nigga still laughed at somebody else's
Still
demise.
Hard as hell, nigga, too. I was in that bitch crying.
Yeah, you was.
I was crying. Because he was so disappointed. He was so disappointed how the hot dog just rolled off his plate into the trash can.
You ain't have no sympathy for the man.
No, nigga, I just put my hand in the toilet. A public toilet.
Hard to feel. Hard to feel sorry for somebody after that.
I've had worse. You worry about a $2 hot dog, nigga. I worry about a $150 headphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all right, Phil?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. Anything interesting that happened to you guys? No?
Oh, you want to go with me? Go ahead.
While we was, while we were away from the pod, I went back home. Had a good time, had some good conversations.
Always good going home?
Yeah, with the eldest member of my family and things. So yeah, I enjoyed myself, I would say, while being away. But yeah, nothing just overly crazy or special. But life is good.
Well, must be nice. This shit's funny. Yeah, man. I'll be going back home this weekend because my grandmother passed away.
So
Niggas is digging in toilets and niggas' life is good, but I gotta go to a funeral Saturday for my grandmother. She lived to be 91 years old.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, man. This past week is just work, the regular old shit. But of course, we got this the worst type of family gathering, and that's a funeral. So, and it's on my dad's side of the family. Shout out to my father and the rest of y'all niggas that came from his loins.
Mixed emotions?
Huh?
Mixed emotions?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I don't have no mixed emotions. I'm in that mug, man. I'm there in full support of my father, dog.
That's what's up.
Like I didn't necessarily grow up with that side of the family or whatever, but I do know them. But yeah, man, I'm there to support my pops, man. He just lost his mom, so I'm in that mug. I know, it's my grandmother too, but like I said, I just wasn't always around them to have that that closeness or that bond that would create the feeling of loss. And that shit is kind of like a weird little space to be in because it's like, hey, nigga, that is your grandmother. Like if it wasn't for her and then her having your dad and then your dad getting with your mom and having you wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. But, family dynamics be family dynamics.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm not in any type of place of anger, resentment, frustration, whatever. Shit, it's all love because I understand, like, shit, life be life, nigga.
Yeah.
So, ready to go down here, get with the family, the ones that I fuck with, then whoever don't fuck with me because somebody lied to you about some shit I don't know about, then shit, whatever. Yeah. But still love you. I mean, you just misled, misguided by whoever, but
families.
Yeah, families, dog. So it don't even matter, dog. That's a really funny story, dog. But I don't know if I want to get into too much of that on this broadcast, but fuck it. One day, I ain't gonna tell that story. I'll tell that story. I might tell that story next week whenever I come back from back home.
Okay.
Because the shit is funny as hell to me, dog.
Yeah. Next week on the Patreon.
No, we don't have that yet. But the shit funny as hell to me, dog, because whatever happened, man, I reach out to whoever the family member is, and I'm like, damn, everything okay, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then the family member's actually really going back and forth with me about whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I hope everything all right. Then a little bit of time go by, and I find out that I was the issue. And even with me being the issue, to this day, I promise the guy, it's been 3 years, I think, 3-4 years. I promise the guy, I have no clue what the fuck they talking about. But Like I said, didn't grow up with them niggas, so it don't matter.
And this is just another. This is just.
But I
only-
love them niggas, but I don't know y'all like
This is
that.
only another cosign of why this nigga is the meanest.
How I mean?
Shit, people don't like you for whatever reason.
Yeah. Shit they made up in their head or some shit somebody done got going on over there. I didn't do shit to nobody, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know nothing about whatever was going on. All right, to be fair and to be honest, I have no clue what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
So how can I be mean about some shit when it's like, man, all right.
Somebody mad about some shit you don't even know about.
So
I have no clue.
So what's your expectation when you go down there?
Huh?
What's the expectation you have?
To go to a funeral.
Nothing else.
Yeah, I ain't got no expectations, dog. Because I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if people beefing. I don't know if people mad. I don't know if people love each other. I don't know because, like I said, I didn't grow up with them to know the family dynamics of how everybody feels.
Yeah.
So, or I don't know how if they do have beef with each other. I don't know if they passive aggressive with beef. I don't
Or
know.
they get active.
Yeah, or they get active. I don't know if they're gonna be in this motherfucker fighting. I don't know if they're gonna be in this motherfucker crying. I don't know if they're gonna be at the repass. It's like, just like, oh, I see so and so in line trying to get another piece of chicken. Let me go cut their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know what this is gonna be like, but I do know that I'm going down there in full support
And that's all you
of my
can
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pause, man.
Yeah.
do. That's all you can do, brother.
That's all. That's it. That's all I can do, man.
Yeah, that's the right thing, man. I say, and that's funny, but it ain't funny. Definitely not funny, but crazy that you
So it's not funny, but it's crazy, huh?
it's definitely
So you calling my family fucked up?
No, I'm saying the coincidence.
I almost had them.
The
A little bit.
coincidence is fucked up. That because when I went home or whatever, I went and visited the cemetery, and for you to tell me somebody passed, that's like I don't like that.
You visited the cemetery.
Yeah, I visited the cemetery. I visited my mom's grave or whatever, and it did me a lot of good. That's why I feel like I came back feeling pretty good or refreshed or whatever. But
Hey,
This nigga laughing at you visiting your mom's
Yeah,
grave
that
and
nigga
feeling
crazy.
refreshed, bro.
I'm
Like,
not-
what's
I'm
wrong
not-
with this
Man,
nigga, bro?
fucked up.
Hey, this nigga's insane, bro.
Because
Nigga
I'm thinking
fucked
about
up, G.
me. I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about me.
Nah, bring it home then.
Okay.
This nigga
okay.
finna lie to your face.
No, I'm about to bring it home. I'm thinking about me when I go to my grandmother's grave, and it was this one time I decided to play Bone See You at the Crossroads.
they're too dramatic at the grave.
What's too dramatic? On the,
You ain't supposed to be talking
hey,
about some.
Hey, on the way,
See you, Miss
hey,
Monica Charles.
hey, on the way, I went through my playlist. And we pray, and we pray, and we pray. See you at the cross. Y'all niggas ain't never did that?
No,
nigga.
dog. They
Oh,
just gonna make you just trying to make yourself sad.
I ain't trying to make myself sad. I feel like it was an appropriate song
But
for
I-
me to go see my mama.
I
nigga.
guess
Like,
I can't tell you. I can't tell you what to listen to.
that's
but
why
I
I
went
was
with
Yes, the fuck you
somebody-
can, dog. Like, this nigga always wanna, I can't tell you how to live your life.
Nah, he feel like shit.
No, nigga, you can't. Hey, that's what good homies is about. Sometimes when a nigga's tripping, you gotta let your partner know. Hey, nigga, you
How am I
tripping.
tripping?
Nigga, Bone Thugs and Harmony,
See you at the
all
Crossroads.
the music in the world.
So what
And you wanna go see your granny and bump Bone Thugs and Harmony, nigga.
Because I'm gonna see you at the crossroads.
And bro, do you- and
where
then-
you won't be lonely.
So okay, so at the time, so how long had it been since she had passed away
Oh shit, it's been
when you played Bone Thugs and Harmony?
oh it's been a minute. 'Cause
See,
that song was
See,
Yeah, that was probably it was fresh. Yeah, you just making yourself sad with
no,
that
that's the
shit.
thing though, because it's like okay, so let's say she had,
everybody.
let's say she had been buried long.
Everybody.
Let's say she had been buried long enough to where like her body decomposed, right?
That's crazy. Now see you.
Yeah.
Now see you going a little bit further.
And it ain't nothing but bones in that casket. Like this nigga's not even seeing the iron in his own shit, bro.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, man. I don't visit grave sites because I rather like let's say when I go back home, I drive past my granny's old house or something like that.
Yeah.
And think about and I look at the front yard or whatever. Some essays something about that mug. Now it got grass. Like my granny front yard used to be all dirt. On my mama's side, it used to be all dirt. Used to be over there all the time. And with my cousins coming up playing, my brother, all that shit, right? And I don't This past Mother's Day, we ended up going to my grandmother's grave site because my aunt had passed away last year. So we did end up doing that because
Yeah, I was there.
we did Mother's Day with my aunt's children at the gravesite.
Okay.
And so since they are buried in the same cemetery, okay, well, let's take this walk over here and go see Granny. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, I'm not to go sit at your gravesite, go clean your tombstone, your headstone off, and whatever. I'd rather go do some stuff that we did when you was alive. I drive by your old house, or I go listen to something or whatever to have the because I didn't make no memories with you at the gravesite.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's the reason why I don't go.
Yeah.
But wait, so the only reason grass grew at your granny house was because of essays?
Yeah, man, because my granny, like, I got to ask my mama or whatever, but, like, she just had her backyard was grass, but her whole front yard was nothing but fucking dirt, nigga. And so whenever she didn't have a house no more, she passed on. And like I said, I'd drive through and on 12th or whatever, and I'm going by there looking at, like, damn, I remember we used to play out here. We got chased by a dog over here. Niggas used to run from used to hop the fence and run from the Eternal Cop over there. And I see my granny house. It's like, oh, damn. They got grass in the yard now. Like, what the fuck going on, boy? It's supposed to be, it was everybody else's front yard had grass in it like a normal front yard. But it wasn't nothing but pure dirt in my granny's front yard, bro. It wasn't even packed dirt. It was like some beach dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit was crazy as hell.
Just some dirty young niggas and
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
All right.
It reminds me of like those dirt roads in Monroe.
No, they got gravel. You can't go too fast. You're a ninja bot, huh?
No, I was
Nigga trying to steal my phone.
Yeah, I was about to steal Phil phone.
What's up, producer? They got shelves.
No, you had that was cheaper than the gravel. The gravel
They had
you gotta pay a
the
little more.
mix. They got the mix shit in St. Augustine, like gravel and shell.
But all right, we did it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, sorry, yeah, because we had, and I want to talk about red dirt. I thought you were gonna say that red dirt, but you say it's just like beach dirt. But
Yeah. I did it. I'll show you a picture on Bert.
now my grandma's yard didn't have dirt either. It was just, I mean, it didn't have grass either. It just had dirt and like some of the worst dirt, though. Like the kind of dirt you can't even wear. You wear white shoes in this shit.
All right, throw them shits in the
Forget
trash.
about it.
Throw them shits in the trash. They done for.
Yeah.
And speaking of who's done for, no.
No.
I mean, intro how you want to intro it. It's just going to be a learning situation.
Aisha Curry
Aisha Curry.
been getting a lot of flack for her appearance on
Call Her Daddy.
Call Her Daddy that aired in August.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, within the last week or so, been getting a lot of traction for the stuff she said.
Yeah, that's true.
And the internet is going nuts. But like the good homie Phil brought up, because he listened to it. When it comes to listening to birds, it's hard for me to.
Bird?
This nigga just called Aisha Curry a bird. This nigga act like he talking about goddamn me Miss Twerk song. This nigga just called Aisha Curry a bird.
Every time she open her mouth and say something, it's never good.
It's never received well. I think it's got to a point where every time she say something, it's just like dudes want to have something to say. And I
Hold on, this is the same chick that was mad because her man was so respected, nobody wanted to talk to her, so she felt the type of way.
Yeah, but that ain't what we talking about right now, though.
But it's the same bird though.
And then also, I don't even think that's necessarily a fair assessment to make of her without the full context of whatever interview that was. Because as what I learned in this particular situation is clip culture is crazy. Yeah. And there are a lot of agents of misinformation out here that will, since she has a history, who will try to take this part, and this part, and make it seem like that was the gist of what was going on.
And after listening to, I got through at least half of the interview. I even seen the part where she, said what she said in the clip. It was just like some common sense shit to me, dog. Like she was talking about, and for one,
let me
she
play the
met
clip,
that.
and then you can get your point off. So for the people who might not have known what's going on, hey, sorry, producer, sorry you can't hear this clip, but
kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be a career girl, and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tried.
That definitely got clipped right there.
That's
not even the same part of the conversation.
But he just can't.
And that's that. Yeah,
and he
that's
also
crazy.
That's too. That's
crazy.
Whatever was just said before and then right now, that might be 20, 30 minutes apart from each other in the interview.
To that part. Whatever she's saying now, I never heard her say that shit.
And let me see, because I listened to her interview. What was she talking about right there? Oh, she was talking about how whenever you are in a public eye and just dealing with just people's criticism on the internet.
Yeah.
This bird is right, we like to call her. This businesswoman, this entrepreneur, this
actress,
this actress, this racially ambiguous black queen, not a bird, like Rod said, actually has a good head on her shoulders, comes from a great family, has a wonderful sense of humor.
Yeah.
Because she was sharing, homegirl had asked her, she was like, hey, what's something that sticks out to you as far as the criticism that you heard about yourself on the internet, right? So she said, she thought about it, she chuckled, and she said, and this shit made me laugh like a motherfucker when I went to go look it up. She said, I read a comment one day that said, my face is the same shape as SpongeBob's mom.
I never seen his mom.
Look at SpongeBob mom real quick. Why you talking about that shit? Just type in SpongeBob's mom. Matter of fact, no, you ain't got to look it up. I think I got that shit saved in my phone, cuz I was laughing so hard, cuz. Hey, here goes SpongeBob mom.
See that?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Actual factuals.
So, being that self-aware, just letting the comments roll up your back like water on a duck's back, as they say. I don't even know if that shit true or not. I used to hear it all the time, though, and I don't really. I'm not building out a science guy in this bitch.
I've seen it.
But what? You seen it?
Yeah,
in real life?
Yeah, I seen the water roll off a duck's back before.
That's what's
I feel like you bullshitting me.
I believe if anybody's seen it, I believe the homie Mario.
That's funny because there's some ducks right outside, nigga, right there by that little lake. And I still ain't seen no water roll off on them motherfuckers back. They just be quank, quank, doing that Jalen Waddle shit. But, god damn. So, anyway, with clip culture or whatever, it's like they not even getting the whole gist of what was really going on. So let me continue playing this.
From a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true, so why?
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughter so quickly.
And you can tell, that's a hard one there.
I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life
about, sacrificing
trying to work
herself for the relationship, Steph going places and shit like that. Where he already Steph Curry, she talking about pretty much having to sacrifice
for the Illuminati,
her career to be his wife and hold shit down on her home front for him.
Yeah,
while he being Steph Curry.
Yeah, and then even with that, I wouldn't even say it was necessarily about sacrifice. It was just about being extremely young and then having the kids.
Yeah,
because she never came across as if oh, the clips make it seem like, oh, I gave up my entire world to go be this nigga's baby mama.
Nah.
And that's not the gist of the interview at all. So, but like that clip culture is like, it's wild as hell because there's people on the internet mad as hell at her. Matter of fact, let me go to something else that we won't have to finish that, but now
I
it got
gained
me thinking.
respect for her.
A lot. I got tons of
Watching
respect for her watching the interview. Or listening to it, I should say.
Yeah.
So, but before I messed around and went to go do my investigation because I really care about what we're doing here. I don't want to just mess around and read a headline or listen to a clip and then form an entire opinion without getting the whole story, and I'm glad that I did. But this particular person or creator I'm about to play right now, they just listened to a little clip and formed their entire opinion off that clip.
Is a perfect example of why it is so important to have a hoe phase. Go be a hoe. Be a hoe. But be a safe hoe, though. Like, protect yourself.
You're a safe
and
hoe.
don't get pregnant.
safe
That's
hoe.
why she's sitting over there feeling trapped. Trapped with Steph Curry. Sometimes you got to go through some stuff to really appreciate what you have. She probably ain't never been
I bet
hoed.
she thinks
She
she's
probably
speeding.
ain't never been drugged
really
through the
do.
mud by a dude. She probably never been. She probably never had her heart broken time and time and time again.
Wonder where her
That's
her
why she
Steph
can't
Curry
really
and
appreciate what she
Foki
has
is at.
because it's like, I need something edgy. I need something fun. Like this
she
this
ain't said
mom
none of
stuff. This being married to Steph Curry, this shit is boring.
She ain't
and
said
that's
none of
what she's
that.
None of
really
that.
telling. She want
She
to
talked
be in the
about how
streets. She
much
want to be
it was
desired by
actually
other
dope.
men. She probably want to do something with another man because she probably never experienced that. Like, when did they get together? Like high school or something? That is not enough time to be out in the world and do stuff and experience stuff. Like, you don't have to experience a whole lot. But I don't think she experienced anything at all. And now she's tied down, married with kids. You can't go do your thing right now unless you go do your thing and run the risk. Like, you ain't just no
Motherfuckers want to do their thing that
Lucinda
bad.
from down the block. You're Aisha Curry. If you gonna mess with anybody, trust me, we gonna know about it.
Two things is, first, nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody. A lot of people don't care about what the truth is and what's real. It's all about what's sensationalized.
Clip culture.
That.
Headlines.
And second of all,
Niggas don't even like reading articles. They just like to take screenshots of headlines and send it to you without the whole context.
damn, Jesus, that's crazy.
I don't know who they might be.
That's Jesus, that's crazy. But and
Reading can be fundamental, but you niggas on the internet do not like to read.
You gotta read.
Past the tweet, past the Instagram caption. Niggas don't know, and I'm a stop after this. I'm gonna let you go back to where you was going. But like, when we was in school, we learned about like who, what, when, why, whatever. Nigga, you know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I've been drinking. But it's like all that shit went out the window when niggas got out of school, and they be like, niggas just love being outraged by something. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead. I'll shut up now.
butterflies in the sky. But yeah, it's and other part, nobody has time to do that anymore, brother. Everything is just 30-second reel, a minute reel, whatever shorts you see, and then you form your opinion on what you see. And like we talked about it before, the whole conversation was an hour long.
Mm-hmm.
And people are judging her on like a 3-minute clip?
1 minute.
Oh, it's 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes at most, a little under 2 minutes.
But at the end of the day, it's about whatever you can get off to galvanize people to your side on how you see things.
Mm-hmm.
So with old girl, like for even old girl to be saying Aisha was trapped being in a relationship with Steph is fucking bananas because bitches fuck for less.
Right. And just like that makes me want
Bitches fuck for less.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about the situation. It's situationships. You getting hit. No, I don't want to say that.
Now say it.
No, I don't say that.
Okay. Bitches be getting beat on. Anyway, I'm playing. Go ahead.
But for some reason, being in a healthy relationship with a quote unquote, how she was trying to say it, I guess a boring guy that's taking care of business, taking care of you, taking care of y'all kids, she's trapped.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I don't even know how many likes did that have.
I have no clue. I'm not looking for that.
I could just imagine how many other people or other women seen that and was like, yeah, she should have had a whole phase.
Because I did too.
Because, bitch, I'm a hoe.
Because I'm a hoe.
Hey, surprise, surprise. Everybody's not a hoe, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Hoes unite.
Right. That girl, like, she described their relationship, how they met and all that shit. Man, them people had an organic ass relationship
And
decided to get married at a young age.
And what people don't know.
Everybody want to join the UHA, United Hoes of America.
And Steph wanted her. Hell.
Nah, she wanted Steph.
She wanted Steph, but Steph approached her. Though. She always thought,
That's
she
true.
never thought somebody like Steph would you know.
In her story, recounting their
Date her,
relationship,
but,
she was on Steph's body early. But he was like, okay, he doing this thing. But it wasn't until she moved to LA and Buddy had hit her up. Hey, I'm going to be in Anaheim. Okay, well, that's too far. Maybe next time. Okay, I'll be back in 2 weeks, but I'll be in Hollywood. And then she said they went on a date then, and then she said they've been together ever since. She said she had such a great time with this nigga. But even before that, fast forward or rewind to when they were children, teenagers in the same church, it's like she said she would get really nervous around him and how much she really liked this boy.
Yeah. She said all the girls liked him. Though.
Like,
all
so-
the girls liked Steph at the church.
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah, he was that nigga.
He was that
getting out
nigga
of
at the church.
He was getting out of that pussy at Sunday school, boy.
This nigga is Elder Barge in motherfucking the 2000s.
So you got the situation where, okay, she on his body, right? And so, like, for y'all who don't know, Steph Curry is the son of a former professional basketball player, Dale Curry. Dale Curry had a stop with the Toronto Raptors, so he's familiar with Canada, right? And then, so she was telling the story about how she's Canadian, she's from Toronto or whatever, and she was saying that on the phone while her homegirl was on the phone with his brother, and you Canadian? Oh, well, all right, well, whatever. You like Canadian candy? She said, yeah. So her aunt had came to North Carolina where they eventually had moved to, brought some Canadian candy, and she decided she's gonna get that Canadian candy to Steph at church.
At church.
But Steph was that nigga at church though. All the hoes want to give him some pussy at church.
He's like, you bringing candy.
Where's the coochie? Nah, Steph, yeah.
So she said that whenever she went to go hand bro the candy, like she didn't even speak. She just here
She say
and walked
shoved
away.
it in his chest. She was so shy.
Yeah.
She just shoved it in his chest.
Because she
walked
was
away.
so giddy and nervous to be around Steph Curry.
Steph, that boy, man.
He was that
Always
nigga,
been
man.
boy.
What those
And-
girls at now?
Huh?
Where they at now?
Who?
Girls like that.
That actually love niggas? Oh, somewhere in
Yeah,
a
they
nice
out here.
somewhere in a nice 2-parent household, brother. Nah, that's fucked up. But you can tell Aisha grew up with some really good ass parents, a good ass support system, and like they had a little bit of money behind them too.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
saying
did.
like it's like necessarily like a wealth of classism thing, but it seemed like her parents and her family really cared.
Yeah, they had a way of thinking. She said she been in the industry since she was 3.
Yeah.
She said she been doing commercials, acting, and all types of shit.
Modeling, yep.
Yeah, modeling, all that type of shit. She just been, that's all she had ever been doing. So even before, people knew Steph was that boy on the court and shit, she had a career. She was always working and shit. So she never really had time to, really care about basketball and shit like that.
Yeah,
so.
because she said she grew up in a strict family, but in an artsy family, so sports wasn't a thing for them.
Yeah.
But like reading, arts, shit like that was in her particular wheelhouse.
So the main thing we're taking from this topic is you can't trust everything that you hear.
Yeah, the clip culture is a goddamn poison to the internet because, as you alluded to earlier, people feel like or they don't have the time or they won't make the time to go research some shit for themselves. So that's how you have people vote a fucking sociopathic maniac into office. Because they won't take the time to really research some shit for themselves. I'm sorry, but anytime I get a chance to kick this nigga's back in, I'm gonna do it.
But you don't ever lie though. Because how the fuck?
Are y'all ready for whenever this podcast takes off and be in the stratosphere? Y'all ready for the clip culture they gonna do for us? Like they gonna clip us up?
Yeah, I'm not gonna care. If like I'm more like Steph. How she said Steph was telling her like
It don't matter.
that shit don't matter. That shit not true. What the hell you looking at it for and feeling a certain type of way about it? Cause like they watching us.
Y'all know that shit had me thoroughly entertained. I seen them screenshots. Hey, look at this nigga calls some bootlicking niggas. Hey, dog, I like whenever a nigga got like I go past all the nice comments. I was like, nah, look at this nigga. It's kind of clever. Oh, this nigga dumb as shit. I don't never respond to them niggas, but I do have a good chuckle though, cause I don't give a fuck about you dumbass niggas on the internet.
Yeah,
Stupid ass
I
niggas.
could care less. And I definitely know
Barely
if I
reading
do
headlines ass niggas.
If I do read some shit,
Short
and I
clip
don't
watching
like it,
ass niggas.
all I gotta do is not read nothing else.
I ain't read a book since To Kill a Mockingbird in high school ass niggas. Stupid ass motherfuckers. No culture having ass
going
niggas.
on. Niggas
Huh?
want to get. I said there's a lot of that shit going on. Motherfuckers want to get on the internet and be mean to people that they.
Nigga, I made a
to
72
watch.
in my U.S. history class ass nigga. No child left behind face ass nigga.
Get them.
Yeah, get them.
I never made above a C in my world history class ass niggas. Language is not an art to me ass niggas.
It shows.
It definitely shows, dog. Niggas be dumb as hell.
But
Bro.
welcome to it. That's the world we live in right now.
And then they got a voice like dumbass people.
That's-
Gets a voice. Everybody gets a voice
Everybody
in
has
this
a
bitch.
voice.
That's true.
Oprah goddamn with the voices.
Just like
Whoa.
wait,
You get a voice.
Oh,
You get a
boy.
voice.
okay.
I thought he was calling Oprah a dumbass bitch.
No.
I was like, hold on, nigga, you gotta explain
Oprah
that
gave everybody a voice, but Oprah is the internet. But
one. Okay, got you.
yeah,
Got you.
gave everybody a voice, and there ain't shit you can do about it but see it.
I
and-
feel like you could have been a rapper in another lifetime. That was a mean ass bar. Oprah's internet.
yeah. Thank you.
Just like old girl had a voice, and she didn't read. She didn't listen to any of the pod.
That's the funny thing, because nobody did.
Right.
Nobody did.
Facts.
Like, I moment of transparency.
And girl, I do gotta talk shit about that girl too.
Go ahead.
I don't want my child listening to her. Somebody, baby, listen to Aisha Curry, not this girl talking about your whole
her
face.
podcast is what? What's the name of it?
He talking about the
I'm talking about the
chick,
girl
the
that
other creator,
say-
the second
yeah.
creator.
The who?
The homegirl, black girl that we played.
Yeah,
that was
black
talking about
girl
the
we
whole
played
face.
talking about
Okay.
she need a whole phase and not how she trap. Like that is a voice that we talking about right now that nobody needs to hear that dumbass shit you talking about when you didn't even go look
That's
up
why I said I want to see
what
the
you need
likes
to
on
see.
Would you say that this lady is a dumbass bitch?
I wouldn't have said that.
I was asking.
I
Yes or
think
no? Is she a dumbass bitch? Yes or no?
Well,
Pineapples.
I was gonna try to shoot me some
But
bail.
see, I go with the dumbass part though.
But she's not a bitch though.
I don't know it like that.
Okay, but she could be a bitch.
She could be. She
Okay,
could
okay,
be.
cool. She might not be,
Yeah, she might not be, but she could be.
but bitches and thing like that be bitches for real. Nah, this is a joke.
If I wouldn't be wrong if I wanted to make an assumption like she did, but
That's facts.
But would you really be wrong? Because
But then again, because like she made an assumption off something that was clipped up. What she put out was her direct thoughts.
yeah.
So with that being said,
again, this is something that happened.
Stop doing that shit to me.
Again, this is something that happened in August of 25,
Yeah.
yeah.
and it's now October.
Yeah.
and this shit is ablaze.
That shit turned them up. Is that the same shit that Killer Mike was mad at? I think they got Killer Mike with that shit.
Killer Mike was responding to a TikToker that had something to say about it, and he laughed about it. And Steph rebuttal and say, hey, I expect this from everybody else, but me and you, we
So he just he didn't have like no thoughts about it. He laughed at
just
something somebody said.
Yeah,
okay.
reaction. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Killer Mike, being who he is, he apologized to both of them.
Good. That's solid.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, man. So as far as you stupid ass, non-sipping ass, snoring that, or all sipping ass, all snorting ass niggas on the internet.
Get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah. Like, man, dog, like, hey, bro, like, read a book. Do more than the clip. If you see an article with a headline, there's a journalist behind that article that took some time to doing some research and wrote an entire article for you to read, not just the headline. On the human side of it, on the consumer side of it. Now, as far as you other niggas who fuck around and want to mess around and like, let me try to make this shit as salacious as possible.
Facts.
You stupid. Right. And nah, y'all not stupid shit. I guess y'all getting to the money, I guess. But at what point do you, I guess, sit up here and say, like, hey, nigga, when's enough? Like, when?
Stop using your people like that.
Yeah, when does integrity come back into play as far as, like, the information that we are giving out to other people?
Right.
If you want to talk about something,
go ahead.
We're going to be like Jimmy Kimmel in this motherfucker. But yeah.
Nah, go ahead. No, say it.
No, if you want to sensationalize some shit, do it to the others. Don't do it to your own people.
Yeah.
We got enough people.
Do it right now.
What's that?
Do it to the others right now. Talk about this. The others, you mean the whites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about this white on white crime out here, bro.
There's a lot of it.
These niggas is violent.
Yeah. Very.
These niggas is like barbaric in mind.
Thugs.
Now let me start down.
He did it with the thugs.
Fucking thugs. You fucking suburban thugs.
You fucking suburban thugs.
That influence.
I gotta
starting to
figure
hit
out a
their
way
ass.
to we gotta figure out a way to make a song where we use the flow and the beat of Notorious Thugs, but we change it.
Suburban thugs.
Then dangerous. Dangerous.
I shoot up schools. I'm sorry.
Yo,
Cut that out.
no, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga said, yeah.
Because they are. All humor is rooted in truth.
Nigga, I almost pulled a cramp in my leg being a dumbass nigga, bro. I need to go stretch like a motherfucker. Nigga, I had a long ass day at work, nigga. I need another shot of tequila. All right, so
And it's about that time.
it's about that time. Okay. As Mario would say, break.
Kyron Lacey, young LSU prospect. The Lewis brothers, twin brothers in Georgia. Trey Reed, that was found hung supposedly by self-transitioning. Us as black, not just black men, just as black people, we constantly go through trauma in this country that we belong to, because we're Americans just like anybody else. But as black men and black women in this country, our psyches are different than the others. So as a black person living in this country, how do we keep our minds focused, and how do we keep from going crazy in a system that we know is built to be against us?
That's a tough question.
It is.
That's an extremely tough question. There's, in my opinion, there's no cookie cutter solution for this, to where you can just take just this one little example and do it for everyone. There's different methods and processes that each individual needs to go through. But also, as being a Black American in this country, maybe as I think about it and I sit and reflect, as we've been talking about this for the past couple of days, what is it that we truly do for ourselves? Like, we have the good homie Danny over there in the cut producing, and we were talking about something in our fantasy football group chat concerning some of the things that happen in this country towards Black Americans and how it's portrayed in media, or how the people who took an oath to protect and serve treat a particular situation. And when you see those people who took an oath to protect and serve not protecting and or serving, when you look at the media landscape and you see those particular people, whether it be the traditional news media or people on social media or bots trying to spin shit a particular way against your racial identity, against your people, against everything that you are, it's like, how do you find yourself in a place of peace, solace, and or sanity? And is there even really a true answer for that? Or have we learned from our elders and ancestors who have transitioned on how to keep on keeping on?
Yeah. It comes to a point to where, and I brought up all those situations because this is an ongoing thing that we have to deal with. And instead of saying, woe is me, it should come a point to where we unite. We come together. We start the revolution. Just like the same things that our ancestors did in the 60s when they were seeking the dogs on us.
Our elders, because some of them are still alive.
Still alive. But the ones that transition, blessings. Putting the water hoses on that was lynched. Still get hung in fucking 2025 is nuts.
Yeah.
And I think it just comes down to a mentality of what we're gonna go for and what we're not gonna go for. Like, we all have the capacity to protect ourselves. And just like them folks that did what they did on January 6th, us as Black folks, we can do the same shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, so what they did.
I don't want to do that.
You don't do it.
You know, I don't want, like, what they did. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I know, I'm just saying, but the way they came together,
Yeah, okay.
and had the focus to do. Okay,
But they have the opportunity to come together with no consequence.
Yeah, we can't see through that lens. We don't get a chance to be trying to look through that lens. Different type of consequences come with me and you thinking we about to go up in there and do that
And
type
overthrow
of shit.
government.
Yeah,
Okay,
overthrow government.
So
we die on the line.
Let's not even take it that far to overthrowing the government. Just protecting ourselves and our neighborhoods and our communities.
Hey, that's
we
where
should have the same mentality to do that.
Yeah.
To protect us by any means.
I would say, that's where it starts as at least from man to man, just knowing how serious shit really is, you know, and always protecting you and yours. So, I mean, that's the bare start for me. Is just like really kind of, you know, talking about this shit. Don't be afraid to talk about it with your kids and help everybody to understand what's really going on, because shit, it's really shit that the kids gotta know too, because if not, they are prey, you know?
Okay, but just to take it a step further than talking to the kids, what do we do as 30, 40, 50-year-olds, what do we do to make shit different, to start to make shit different for our kids? Because if we just keep going on with the whole protest and the whole whatever we doing that's not working, when do we come together and just say, hey, this old shit's not working. We need to try something different and basically put ourselves on the line.
Yeah.
Are we able, or do you think we can do that as a people?
I mean, as a people, maybe yes, but at the same time, you know, that's what the Black Panthers did as well, you know. And if we sitting there saying that we think we can form another version of that successfully without pushback from the government, I don't know. I wouldn't believe that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we can do something like that. I think that's the closest thing to, you know, as far as being prepared that we ever been, really. Is like, you know, the Black Panther Party movement and, you know, other stuff, of course, you know, other, what would I want to say? You know, other parties that may have formed. But you know, like it just seems like even in these times, if you were trying to do that, that would come with a lot of pushback, probably from government.
But the thing about that though is like the government's gonna always do what they do. Like regardless if it's 2025 or
It's got to be some
1960, they still gonna do what they gonna do.
There's got to be like some Underground Railroad type of shit.
But do you feel like we have the capacity at 20? Do we have more? Are we in access of more in 2025 than we were in 1960?
That's the problem, probably. The access of more and not a focus on.
So if we are in access of more right now in 2025, we have more guns, we have more rights, we have more quote-unquote freedoms. Why shouldn't we be pushing more than what they did in the 60s?
Because I think, you know, if I'm just still going there, I just think that comes with, like you say, more and more and more. I feel like it comes with a space of comfortability. You know, I don't think people, you know, a majority, maybe not a majority, but a lot of people don't feel like shit is that fucked up for them. Like a majority of black people in the 60s knew that shit was like all bad for them. I think, you know, things have progressed in a way into as far as, you know, living conditions and shit like that, to where a lot of people are living better, but they don't, you know, they don't really see the struggle like that. And they don't feel like they need more. It's a lot of people that don't feel like they need more.
It's definitely more comfortability right now, but when you have situations where Trey Reed found hung, and we know how.
And don't forget to mention that in their first autopsy, they tried to say that he self-transitioned.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when Colin Kaepernick decided to go ahead and get another, and they was like, oh, no, they found the broken force trauma to the back of his head.
And broken bones in his legs. And then, like I said, with the twin brothers in Georgia that they tried to say was a murder-suicide, like, what is going to be enough for us to galvanize and come together and say, hey, enough is enough. We need to push back.
What does that look like to you?
What does that look like to me is, okay, in each situation, everything is politics. And if we can't get the shit figured out in the political arena, then we need to take to the streets. And I've always said that if you want any change here in this America, the easiest thing is money. Money changes people's minds.
Yeah.
We seen that with the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing with Disney and all that, and the pushback that got. That the easiest thing is where we putting our money at.
I got a question. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but as Black Americans, what changed, given the history and what we know about this country, what we learned on our own, because they're damn sure not going to teach us the entire in school. In 2025, what should we as Black Americans be looking for when it comes to change?
We should be looking for, like, you can't tell me that I can see and I know whatever happened to my people ain't what you said it is. We gonna figure this out. And we gonna make you get right. By any means.
I would say a lot of the same shit that's from the 60s. I just think a lot of shit that's going on is some kind of a illusion of like integration and equality or whatever. But I would say in 2025, you know, change would still be, you know, a lot of impoverished people really getting a fair shot out here. That, for me, that's what I would say. You know, regardless of my situation or whatever, I would say, you know, a lot of impoverished people getting a true shot, whether, you know, how they come up or who they are. And also just, you know, shit, at this point, like a government we can trust. And that ain't just a Black thing.
Kiss that shit goodbye. A government that you can trust.
Yeah.
Toodaloo, nigga.
Yeah.
But how much further do you feel like we've come from the 60s? It's been 60 years.
I feel like we've come, you know, we've come a ways, but I do think some things still exist. And even in the 60s, I believe we kind of had each other. If we still, you know, to this day, had we stuck with each other, you know.
To this day, do you feel like we have each other?
I don't think we got each other as much as we did in the 60s. Go ahead.
Y'all trying to turn me up, huh?
No. I mean, he asked me a question. I don't think, you know, the togetherness or whatever, you know, I do think there needs to be like some kind of,
I think when
some
you
kind of system or thing for people to identify with.
See, and like, and this conversation is nuanced and it's fucked up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when you look at the different racial demographics in the United States, let's say like when it comes to politics and voting, there's no, in my opinion, from what I see, there's no other group together more than Black people.
Yeah.
As far as when we see as, okay, when we're looking at whatever two candidates are trying to run for office, and then what would be good for the United States as a whole compared to just my own particular agenda,
Yeah.
we typically vote in a progressive manner when it comes to being Black people. But you don't see that amongst white people. You don't see it amongst Hispanic people. You don't see it amongst Asian people. So you like it's extremely hard for me to sit here as a Black American, understanding the whole in the way that I do, to sit up here and say that we don't have what it takes or we're not as together as we were in the 60s. And the reason that I can say that particular part of it is because of desegregation. Now, if we desegregate, why are we still living in a fucking race-based society?
Right.
When you go to most other countries, let's say you go to Mexico, they're not looking at you as like Afro-Mexican or white, whatever. You just fucking Mexican. So after desegregation, we should all just be looked at as American, but for whatever reason, we still live in a race-based society here.
But that's everywhere though. Everything is.
It's not everywhere.
No, it is. It is because
Now, colorism is everywhere.
And colorism comes from where?
Understanding race, but whenever whenever they fill out their applications, this is conversations I've been having with people.
And the superior race in every country is going to be what?
So if there are no white people in a particular country, let's say China, right? So how will white people be a superior race in China?
But Chinese are not holding other Chinese people down, though.
How do you Ho Chong was here. Right. Ho Chong let you know what it's like in China
because there's there's levels. And there's people that
whether there's racism
okay with rulers and dictatorships, but when you come to other countries that are quote unquote the democracy or all that other bullshit, it's gonna come down to colorism.
So
that comes from
whether
being more fair skin,
what other ism that you are looking at?
Okay, come on. Any other culture, so they gonna always have the upper hand.
No,
that's why when you get to different countries that have white people that came in and did an ethnic cleansing, that's just what it is.
So the example that I just tried to use was China, right? We can't.
But you can't use China because there's no white Chinese people.
Okay, so that's my point. Because I'm not trying to just get to the point at pointing fingers at whitey. I want to talk about human nature, and I want to use as far as when you look at China, right? You can't say about white people coming in and doing an ethnic cleansing in China like they did in other places of the world. And so what I was about to get to is the isms. So when you got racism, colorism, or classism, where one doesn't find you, the other will. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Because whenever we get to talking about things related to race, especially like coming from different places, whether you white, black, Asian, or whatever, it's like we will always forget that at the end of the day, what we all have in common is that we're human. And that we all have particular struggles to come across as humans. Okay, and that's something that we always seem to forget. And I know, like, coming from a Black American standpoint, that is extremely easy to forget what we have been through as Black Americans.
It's not easy. It's not easy to forget.
It's supremely easy to forget.
It's not, because all Black people, like, you have roots, and your roots is going to tell you where you came from and how you were held down.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
I do, but they don't have.
So let me ask you this.
But they don't have anything to do with Black people coming together as a whole.
I'm not saying anything about that.
But that's where we started this conversation at, though.
Okay, but we are progressing the conversation too.
Right, but to get back to where we was when you went to the Chinese people don't have white people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Here in America, there's white people here.
And even with that.
And that has had control for hundreds of years.
So why
I'm talking about Black people coming together
and having control
and fighting for the same thing, being able to be on the same page to fight for the same thing, just like we did in the 60s.
So you don't believe
the shit is different now, because some Black people have ascended classisms, like you was getting to with the isms, and they feel comfortable. And there's a lot of people that's Black that hasn't had these isms. We just niggas trying to figure this shit out, but we still can't figure out how to get together to push back against the government that's pretty much holding us down. I feel like
that's never been a thing for us.
And so that's why I disagree with you.
Okay,
I disagree with any Black person that feel like we not together. Yeah, I know that our particular race isn't perfect, just like any other race. But like I tried to allude to earlier, like when it comes to, let's say, any election time, midterms are coming up, if homeboy doesn't mix around or whatever. Mm-hmm. When you look at the way that we typically vote as a community, we are pretty much lock in step as far as what we feel like is best for our community and for the culture.
Okay.
When it comes to Hispanic people, when it comes to white people, when it comes to Asian people, they might be more so down the middle than they are the 96% or 90% that it is Black women and the 80-some% that it is Black men. Okay. Nobody else has a breakdown with their demographics like that when it comes to voting for their particular interests. So whenever I say that, okay, your question was, will we ever be together like we were in the 60s compared to now? And I say yes.
Where's the Black Panther parties?
Okay, so.
Okay, but let me dial this back a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
So far as the whole coming together and we.
Oh wait, let me ask you a question.
Wait. And we vote and we basically vote together to propel us forward. What about the black people that don't vote because we feel like our vote don't count? What about the black people that don't want to vote, that don't align with necessarily with the majority and goes with the minority and votes for the others? Like that's not coming together.
What do you think about them?
Think about who?
What do you think about the group that you're talking about now, the ones that don't feel galvanized to vote? What did you say about that?
The ones that don't think they should vote feel like they vote don't count, one. The others that vote with the others are aligning their values with that particular party. But that just because you are in a different class that puts you in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, you're not thinking about the other 90-95% of us.
And then there's other people. There are some black people that we know who are in that 90-95% of the others that still vote that way as if they are in that 1%.
Ignorance is bliss, but that's my whole point.
Okay,
when can we come together?
So all right, so when it comes to coming together, like
somebody that vote.
Hold on, Mario. When it comes to coming together, what are you looking for? You think it's supposed to be 100% of black people coming together?
I mean, there should not be any reason to vote for somebody like Homeboy Prez. I would respect you more if you voted for whoever the other is. If it's not Democrat, if it's not Republican, whoever this other person is.
If you just vote with independent Harambe or whatever. So, my question is,
the biggest thing should be we should get behind somebody that we support as a whole and push that person forward.
Okay.
Instead of just going for whoever they decide to put out there as the lead candidate.
So let me tell you what I really think about all of this, right? I feel like as black Americans, this country has spit in our face for long enough playing these political games, right? I feel like during the time we got to a space to where okay, so in the 60s they killed all of our strong political leaders or made them criminals, put them in jails, made them or escape to Cuba or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Then there was a time to where the black liberation movement became trendy. And so I've been having a thought as of late, like maybe the revolution should not have been televised. Maybe the revolution should have been at home, strategic, and amongst us, instead of loud and out front for these others to see. Hold on. So when we attempt to try to get into this white man's game of politics in their country, we almost abandon what helped keep our elders and ancestors afloat and sticking together. So for me personally, sometimes some of this shit is not for us. Allow them to do whatever they think they want to do in their country. But as far as when it comes to us as black people, how we decide to come together for each other, that's something that is completely obtainable for the ones who want to rock with that.
Yeah.
You asked the question earlier, why we don't got the Black Panther Party? Why it's no more of that? But my answer is always going to come back to desegregation. And that's going to come back to the question, okay, so if we decide to come together as a country because of some legislation that was passed and marches and what Dr. King did and what I think as far as what the government did, if we can't beat them, let's join them. Right. These niggas is not about to stop. So let's sign this shit into whatever. Let's desegregate the schools. Let's make sure they can have rights.
Yeah.
So we can get these niggas done singing "We Shall Overcome" in the streets.
But real quick, Mario, before you get into your bag,
I ain't got no bag. Y'all saying everything.
But the ones that's killing the same leaders that you was talking about, the majority of them has been what?
What?
Black.
Go ahead.
So how can we galvanize and come together when it's our people killing our people, our leaders, the same leaders that you talking about?
Hold on, wait. So Fred Hampton, he was killed by who?
The government.
Do we have a black government?
And the same thing with Malcolm
the person
X.
that set him up though was a black man. Like
And the same thing with Malcolm X.
They use his
And the same thing with King. I mean,
So
even though you say a white man did it, there's levels to it.
See now, this is I definitely completely disagree with you. I absolutely disagree with you because now when it comes to the questions that you're asking about us coming together, and no disrespect to you because I love you, but that's the type of mindset that would keep some certain black people from not coming together because it was a nigga somewhere in the middle that got the white man to the nigga. And that type of mindset is dangerous to have.
It is, but when that's the truth. Because it wasn't another black man that told this black man to kill this black leader, it was the white man. So how can we come together when we still going when the white man still has some type of control over us to kill our own people, our own leaders that you talking about?
I think that's a question
in the 60s.
I think that's a question for somebody with your mindset that should answer right now.
No matter
No. Answer the question.
I'm answering the question. It don't matter what you're going through in your life, however fucked up you are in your life, and whatever life brings you, you should not want to take out one of your own people. I don't care how down bad I am, and how fucked up I am, and how many years I'm about to serve. I'm not going to go kill another black man, especially when I know what he's doing for the black community. No white man can tell me whatever the fuck he want to tell me.
Okay, so outside of the Malcolm X situation, which one of these other assassinations did a black man pull the trigger?
Even if he didn't pull the trigger,
hold on,
Nipsey Hussle.
Even if he didn't pull the trigger, you still need somebody on the inside.
Nigga, stop. Anyway.
Even if you don't pull the trigger, you still got somebody on the inside that's telling you how the ins and outs and how these people move.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
but the point.
So anyway, to the question I asked you, just the Malcolm X situation, right? So it wasn't a nigga that pulled the trigger on Dr. King. It wasn't a nigga that pulled the trigger on Fred Hampton. It wasn't a nigga that pulled the trigger on any of these other people, right?
Far as we been told.
Okay.
Yeah. Far as we've been told.
So I want to get back to the question I asked you. With the mindset that you have and the questions that you're asking, I think that you are the right type of mind to answer the question for the questions that you have. Unless you don't believe in your heart that we can come together as black people.
No, I feel like we can. We definitely can. But
how?
We have to take self out the equation, and there's a lot of selfish people.
Mm-hmm.
So until we can get past that, we're gonna be where we at.
Okay, and so how do we get past that?
Like I said, you gotta take yourself out the situation.
Everybody,
you have to understand.
My issue I got with you right now
that the bigger picture
is that you're transposing your character. Like, so that's something that, okay, if we can get personal for a moment, right? That's something that me and you both know about each other. It's like sometimes, like, we might have these great character qualities that we'll put on to somebody else.
Project to somebody else.
Yeah, and they will. And everybody doesn't think like that. Everybody doesn't have placements like that. And we know that each soul has its own journey. Mm-hmm. And you are a man of great spiritual integrity, knowledge. So what confuses me whenever we get to talking about subjects like this is that sometimes you'll slip back more into your carnality than your spirituality and not understand that each soul has its own journey. And I'm confused about that.
Well, that's just me just falling to a point to where I have faith in our people. If anything, that would be my weakness. I have faith in our people, and if you can't live up to that minor expectation, like it, at the very least, you should think of yourself as this, and then it should be your kids, and then it should be your grandkids,
but
and it should be your great grandkids.
But what if they don't? Like I said, that's your character, everybody is not equipped with that same character.
True, but how can
So
we?
how- so how- so how can you-
can we move together as a black community? That's
So
only
what I-
15%
so what I
of the
told
United
you-
States.
So what I told you, what I tried to allude to earlier is like I asked you a question. Okay, we 13 to 50% of the United States, right? Mm-hmm. So how many of that percentage do you think needs to be lock and step for you to consider that the black community came together?
Damn near 15%.
Okay, well, okay.
Unless you are part of the ones that's in the 100,000, that's when you get into the classism. The 100,000, the 150, 200, 250. Then you're in a different bracket.
They
then
gotta
your
be.
life is different.
They gotta be a part of it because that
They do.
money is needed.
They
like
do.
that shit. Those resources are needed.
They do, but they're not necessary. The majority is going to be below that. So
Yeah.
if everybody that's below that can't come together, those people not going to come to us.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. To me, outside looking in, and like, of course, I don't know your entire mind, but from what you have said to me, I feel like you don't feel like it's actually plausible because, like, okay, if we are 15%, you want 14.9% to be lock and step when we all have different journeys, different backgrounds, just different shit that we supposed to experience in this life.
Yeah.
And
Not
that's-
all black
that's-
people was a part of the Black Panther Party. Put it like that, you know.
You don't have to.
Not
but-
not all black people
were
was a
part of the Black Liberation Army,
yeah.
or part of the Civil Rights Movement. Some was just wanted to get by.
Yeah, some wanted to get by. Some agreed with what they were saying, but still didn't want to,
Didn't have the heart for
Yeah,
it, the
didn't-
courage
yeah.
for it,
didn't
or
want
the
to put their
mind for it.
family in a type of situation, maybe. But
And
that's all part of it.
And then I do think it's dangerous to be in the year 2025. And it's kind of like what I see with, church culture sometimes, or at least in the apostolic church I grew up in. It's like, or even with this MAGA shit, right? So the thing with MAGA is make America great again. So they hearkening back to an old time instead of being
It's a
progressive.
diss.
Instead of being progressive and finding a way to move forward. So what I would ask of yourself, you, myself, and other black people out there listening, okay, all right, so we know what they did in the 1960s with the Black Panthers, right? Mm-hmm. That was a different day and age. So how do we progress that particular movement, that particular thought forward? Because as we know, everything in life evolves. So why are we going back to old mindsets when we need to try to bring in new and fresh winds?
Because I think we lost some of the ways. I think some of the ways have been lost.
Man, it ain't been lost. Like we just all right. So
the easiest thing is money.
We had leaders back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. Who had a clear path, who had an anointing to lead. They were taken out systematically. According to Rod, It was niggas that did it. No, I'm playing. And so when you see that, it can kind of leave you in a place of being disenfranchised or not wanting to step up. Because it's like, well, damn, you seen what they did to Fred or Meg or whoever.
Yeah.
Like, so what is the point in being a black revolutionary when they can just sit up here and say that I killed a New Jersey state trooper and have me in jail when I didn't?
The easiest thing is money. You don't have to be a revolutionary. You don't have to be a Black Panther. You don't have to be a nigga out here in the streets protesting. Stop spending money with the ops. Shit would change.
And so, like I said, that's true. But my issue with that, because it's not just that cut and dry. Because now, huh? You got to have organization for that, but also, like, then there has to be in organization. You got to have education, right?
People in the 60s,
hold on.
almost
And then
every
with
word,
that-
but
and
people in
then
the
with that-
60s didn't have internet. They only had telephones and telegrams.
And they just barely got the right to vote, my nigga. Like, so
they boycotted the whole bus situation.
So my issue,
and went to we went to our own people. And then once the money started drying up for the white folks with the bus companies, it was like, okay, niggas is allowed to sit wherever they want to sit.
So
it was an organization, but now this is as simple as open your phone up right now and saying, hey, on what's the day? October 12th, nobody does this.
My issue with Rod in this particular situation is he goes back and he talks about the 1960s, right? But he's talking about from 1967 previous to that. So like, for me, as somebody who looks at desegregation as something that potentially could have been a at the time that it happened, a detriment to the black community.
I agree with you that. I agree with you.
Okay, so I understand, and I know that we have agreement on that. But whenever I hear you speak in this particular subject that we're talking about, I don't understand how in 2025 you can mess around and sit here and say what they did in the 1960s, but not include what happened in desegregation as far as when they tried to make everything together. So what I'm trying to say to you is, okay, so you want to say, oh, it's in the money. Let's boycott this, let's boycott that, let's boycott that. But they have integrated our finances where we are all together.
I say that because it was much, 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 much harder in the 60s than it is now. Nigga, you can't make me go if we I'm gonna boycott.
What exactly?
If we gonna boycott
was much
Target,
harder? Let me understand
or we
what you're
gonna boycott
saying.
Coca-Cola. I don't have to go to Walmart and go buy a Coke. I don't have to go to the corner store and buy a Coke. I don't have to go to Target and buy whatever I need. I don't have to spend my money there. Mm-hmm. It's just that easy. Mm-hmm. It ain't got to do nothing. We not getting motherfucking shot in the street for not going to Target. We not getting dogs.
Nigga, you weren't gonna get shot in the street for not going to Target in the 60s.
We not gonna get water hoses put on us because we don't want to go
because you don't want to shop. It's not why you was getting the water. You was getting the water hose because you was black fighting for your rights, not because you didn't want to go to Target and buy some soap.
Facts, but you was boycotting because you wanted equality, and the way you did it was boycotting, not riding the bus, not taking these certain cabs, not taking these certain services. You don't have to do that right now. You don't have to worry about that backlash for not supporting or
okay. So that's the perfect point right there, right? So since you don't have to worry about the backlash of it, like you had to do in the 60s according to how you see history, right? So tell me, why are we hearkening back to a time instead of being progressive and figuring out how we need to do it in 2025?
Because it's much more
going into 2026.
I don't want to keep saying the same thing. It's much more easier now. You don't get all that.
Right.
You don't get.
It's
all,
not if you don't have no pressure behind it. Like, so the point I'm trying to get to is what you said, right? You saying it's much easier now, and it's something that we all allude to earlier. Like, people are a little bit more comfortable because the stakes aren't as high they feel. So when people are complacent, when people are comfortable, and when people have more, what appears to be more equity and equality than in the 60s, what would galvanize those people to even do that?
Because we are still finding people hung for fucking trees in 2025, even though we're supposed to move on from the 60s. We're still a young man that's being accused of murder that decided to self-terminate because all the backlash that he had, that these white people, the white officer, the white court system, he decided to do what he thought he needed to do. The same way we talking about these twin brothers,
so
that ended up dead on the mountain.
So
because of quote unquote murder suicide. This is what we should use as black people to come together and say, hey, enough is enough.
So our disagreement is,
and at the very least, like I said, if you want change, take the money out.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I want to ask you one more time because I don't think I got a clear answer earlier, and then we can move on. So whenever the black community fully comes together in the way that you see it, what does that look like? Give me a really clear picture of what the black community looks like when they come together, and not just like the 14.9% out of the 15. What will that's not a realistic number because the ones that have money might not adhere. Well, let's
to
not
that
get caught up on
15%.
petty points.
No. The petty point was 14.9.
What is the racial harmony?
The petty point was 14.9.
Okay,
but
so my question is, what is the racial harmony that you're looking for? And please explain it to me clearly.
The 10 to 12%.
What is the racial harmony that you're looking for? And make it clear to me and to the listeners out there so they can understand, like, okay, from your viewpoint, from your mindset, you believe that the black community comes together when you see what?
We move in the same fashion.
Okay, and what does that mean? Elaborate, because you might have a message for the people.
Okay, and instead of giving your votes up for free, Make them come over here and fix some shit. And instead of us being okay with black people committing suicide by hanging themselves, make these police departments be accountable, and the governor and the state, and just stop being okay with shit. That's what that looked like to me. Stop being okay with shit.
So, you feel like black people are just okay with shit?
There's nothing changing.
Leadership.
There's nothing changing.
Leadership. And a network.
The twins that got found on the mountain, that was in March. The shit what happened with, the situation that happened with Lacey was in January.
So now it's back to something
and then I can keep going.
Okay, you can, but how? So if you're gonna keep going on this route right here, right? So when I said somebody of your mindset, and you was asking particular questions and stuff that you're talking about now, right? And so you just told me what you think, what it would look like, right? So now, tell me how to get there.
We have to come together, and like Dan said, we need leadership. But from the things that has happened in the past, maybe there are people that are scared to be leaders.
You need community too.
But we have to get back to taking care of us, our village. We don't have any villages anymore. We got to get back to that. We have to get back to loving each other. We don't love each other.
Why do you say that?
Like, you live in an apartment building, right? How many black people in your apartment building do you congregate with?
None of them. But it's not a lot of black people in my apartment building either, though. Okay. I got one black neighbor right here. And then when we see each other, we say what's up. We speak, we nice, but as far as hanging out, conjugating, no.
We just got it just had to come to a time to where like we are comfortable with one another.
See, that's the issue that I have with it though. Is because like, especially like if we're trying to compare it to what was for our elders and ancestors and the conditions that they were forced to live in. And then like I said, for me, the big turning part as far as like whenever I study history or read or whatever, as far as when it comes to the black community, is desegregation. So whenever they had us in a space to where we all had to live together, yes, we had the community. But as soon as some people were able to get jobs, money, or whatever, and move somewhere else to get away from those conditions, then they did. So
you don't see us ever coming together then?
No, but that's the issue though. Where in our disagreement, I feel like we are together. Like the point that I keep trying to make is like, compared to the other racial groups in this country, we are the most together group. Like to me, when it comes to my black community that I come from, as far as like, okay, so if we fall victim to clip culture and we just see what happens in, these sensationalized clips, we'll miss out on, like, I think I sent y'all something in a good homie group chat, as far as it was just a bunch of kids learning how to play the drums and doing like little drumline shit, like, or you see like the people dance, and it's like it's so much beauty and joy in the black community.
Oh, we're gonna always have that.
Yeah, so I don't get caught up in the stuff that's sensationalized or what the media tries to say about us, because I know that my community is beautiful and I know that my community is together.
Yeah,
same.
So there's nothing that nobody can tell me about the black community. Even people that might be outside of it, like, well, why is this that, or why is this that, or when they try to sit up here and throw some numbers out, or blah blah blah. Okay, well, all right. So since you want to sit up here and throw numbers out and statistics out about whatever, tell me what caused those conditions. What did your ancestors do to cause these conditions in my community? Like, what I don't like about hearing the type of talk that we're having now is like the nuance of, okay, let's say when it comes to Black Wall Street and the hundreds of other communities like that existed before they were met their untimely demise because of racism, what if they had a chance to stay and grow. What does the black community look like then? We always seem to forget what they did and why we're not where we feel we should be. We have overcome so much as black people. Like, I could never sit up here and say anything negative about our community, ever. Because we had to overcome more than anybody else in this country to this day.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard for me to, I guess that's why I'm giving you so much pushback on the perspective that you're bringing to this, because you can't name another group that had to go through half of what we had to go through.
No, you can't. But I still think black organization is something that could benefit black people in America. It's like just something where a lot of people are on the same page. Like, and I know what you're saying about voting and stuff like that, but yeah, if we can vote, but other than voting, there's not a whole lot of power that we are able to, yield or wield right now.
But
So what is this?
How many are our people getting into politics though?
So let me ask this question to both of y'all. What is the power that we want?
The power, I would say the power to
Just hear our voice heard.
not just get, not for me, to counsel.
Okay.
The power to counsel or to exile, to talk shit or make life bad for people that do bad shit to our culture and community. If that makes any sense. Fucking George Zimmerman, fuck him.
I
that
think,
type of shit. And I'm not saying kill him, but I'm saying
I think we are too beautiful of a people to be caught up in revenge like the others are. I think we too great for that.
Examples need to be set.
I think we too great for that. Now, yeah, examples do need to be set and made or whatever. But I think, especially like on the public broadcast, I think we are too great for that.
But while we wait for
We are people. We are people.
Mm-hmm.
And we are people that have endured a lot through, this country. I don't think we are not too great to kick ass back. Like, never. Kick ass back. That's how I feel about that whole shit. As far as the things we talking about, galvanizing and, moving things forward is being, and I do feel like, being able to put things together in order to move in the same direction, like you say. If we don't want to do this or that, then like cut them off. And we should have some kind of organization going on to where we move in accordance to certain shit that happens in America. And I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like I'm glad that the EI Atlas is coming back. The mothership.
Wait. Before you go there, I know you're trying to transition.
I am.
So I always say, or I was saying at a point in time, like, hey, we just need to bring our recipes back home. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a bring that shit back in. Like, instead of trying to go out and impact the political landscape of the United States, I feel like we'll be better off finding community within our own selves, with our resources within our own communities. And I personally think that's how we bring that back. Instead of going here trying to,
it takes us coming together, right?
Yeah, it's going to take us coming together, but not trying to impact it in a power way as far as trying to have our voices heard by these others that don't want to hear our voices. Like, we learn from our elders and ancestors, that's not the type of time they own. So we need to come back, and that's how we come back and protect each other. That's how we come back and look out for each other. We build community for each other because we're worried about each other and not trying to have our voices heard about people that never wanted to hear us in the first place.
We saying the same thing, but it's different.
I don't so much want my voice heard. I just don't want nobody not me personally, but not like I don't want nobody fucking with me.
The same way I feel about the black community, the same way I feel about the United States. I feel like if we didn't, as American, if we didn't spend so much time trying to police other parts of the world, that we could secure our own borders and make sure that we had universal health care and make sure that we had a solution for homelessness and mental illness, instead of just people who might have situations and throwing them in into the prison complex system. Like, okay, they can get the mental health situations that they need or whatever.
If you went out doing all of this.
But we sending our resources and everything else everywhere else. And it's like, maybe sometimes you should just take care of home. So, and then.
Until that happens, thank God that the mothership is coming back next month. EI Atlas is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists can't figure out what it is. It's an anomaly. It doesn't give the same characteristics of a basic comet or anything else. They saying the properties are just totally different.
So EI Atlas is just something that they're observing in space?
Yeah, it's on a trajectory. What's the word?
Trajectory.
There you go. To it's passing by every planet very closely, which the scientists are saying is weird. But
it's not being impacted by each planet's gravitational pull, like it's just doing its own thing.
It's doing its own thing,
and not having to use the planet's gravitational pull to get around it to go wherever.
And right now they say they can't see it because it's close to the sun or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, since it's shut down, NASA not looking at anything anymore in space.
Is this according to the flat Earth model or the heliocentric or geocentric?
Whatever you believe in.
And it's supposed to be here next month.
Yep.
And they sure it's not a nuke.
What?
You use one of the N-words, brother. Can't use the N-word.
At least you know that.
My bad.
Nukes and niggas.
But yeah, black people, we almost up out of here. Give us another month. We up out of here. We're gonna be able to chunk the whites to deuce for our distant cousins, the brown people. I guess y'all can still wait on what's his name, Neymar, to come out to sea. The boat to come get y'all.
This shit funny
But
as hell.
but we all gonna dip on y'all. You know what I'm saying? We out of here.
What you gonna do if it's more white people and they more racist?
He ain't gonna do shit.
Nah, he a revolutionary. He gonna do something.
Take two.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Get you two of them.
Take two.
He's a hero.
And when I say take two, I mean Kit Kats. When you break the bar off. It's,
Twix for me. I'm talking about Twix.
oh, Twigs. Okay.
Oh man. Okay, and then
And then we did it.
oh man, baby, not quite shit. God damn it.
All right, fellas. This is another one. You know what we do at this time of the show? Final thoughts.
Pretty genius.
Pay attention to your body. Get your health in order. Don't ignore the signs.
Give love. Share love. Peace and blessings to the ancestors. The mothership is coming. It's good homies. We out.